Alright guys, a little bit of stream of consciousness here. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't have a script or anything planned. I wasn't even sure if I was going to do this video, but Jessica and I are moving. I have a couple of videos lined up for the future weeks. I just need to finish moving, finish unpacking, and get those videos out. So I figured this might can tide us over in the meantime, have a little discussion, because I didn't really make a lot of videos about the Switch 2 during the tariffs because I'm not an econ major, I'm not a finance major, I'm not even really keeping up with that stuff. I didn't want to come across as disingenuous just to make videos. So, you know, said that we'd be able to pre-order the Switch 2, then the tariffs happened, and then I don't know how long ago they revealed on the 24th, which is when I'm filming this, but like I said, Jessica and I are moving, so this video may come out this weekend. Not sure, it may come out today, who knows. I don't know when they announced that they were going to let you start pre-ordering in America on the 24th, but Jessica and I were like, do we get this or do we not? Okay, because I got my tax return, I moved a good chunk of change over because I knew I wanted the Switch 2. I knew I want a Pro Controller, I want the Donkey Kong game, and I want to upgrade my Kirby, and then I want to get Kirby Air Riders. So I just moved a good chunk of change into my savings so that I wouldn't even have to sweat this stuff. And then it got time, and I told Jessica, like, hey, are we going to pre-order this? And she said, I don't know, we never buy consoles when they come out. And that's true. I don't know if I've ever bought a console on launch. I waited for Super Smash Brothers to get my Switch, my original Switch during 2018. I got in on Black Friday, got Smash Brothers for Christmas that year. I got the Wii U, I think a year after. It was 2013. I got Wind Waker, and I want to say Smash Bros. The timeline for the Wii U is a little blurry to me, but outside of that, I know we got the 360 pretty early, and that's the 360 is kind of what scarred me because I think I went through like 2 360s with the Red Ring of Death. Just demoralizing, you know. My mom worked very hard to put that sucker on layaway and get us a 360, and for it to just die, you know, pretty soon after getting it was demoralizing, and it kind of has shaped how I feel about consoles. And normally I would wait. Normally I wait for some system seller to come out. So here's the kicker. Yes, I could probably wait on Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Bonanza. I could probably wait on that game, but they already announced Kirby Air Riders is coming this year. So I was gonna get a Switch this year at some point. That's my system seller. For those of you that don't know, Kirby Air Ride, I have a pretty extensive history with that game. Me and my brother had a YouTube channel when I was in 8th or 9th grade where we were playing Kirby Air Rider. And for those of you that don't know, that was like 15 plus years ago. I'm pretty old in this YouTube game. So my brother and I love Kirby Air Ride, and I really am just looking forward to the sequel. Normally Smash Brothers is my system seller, but we're starting with Mario Kart, which just looks so good. Then we get Donkey Kong to tide us over till Kirby Air Riders comes out. So yeah, like we didn't see a new Zelda, we didn't see a new Mario, but Kirby and Pokemon compete for like my third favorite spot, and lately it's been more Kirby than Pokemon. So I was always going to get the Switch this year. And that brings us back kind of to the whole tariffs talk. Again, I'm not an econ major. I'm barely keeping up with it because I just don't want to get into politics and everything on the channel. But, you know, there's fear about price increases and stuff like that. I've heard the Switch won't be affected by it. I've heard the Switch will be affected by it. So, to me, it was like, just lock it in. You know, it's not going to go down. I mean, it could. I think, the PS3 eventually dropped price? Maybe the PS4? I don't really remember. Sony's had some tough times with pricing their consoles, so it could go down, but it's probably not going to. But it could certainly go up, depending on how things shake out the next 6 months or a year. And living through COVID, I really wanted a PS5, and it took 3 years before those were just in Walmart where you could walk up and get them. So just between all of my life's work and recent economic events, I just decided to bite the bullet. Like, I've got the money in my savings, let's just go ahead and pre-order this bad boy. Now, I guess to talk a little bit about the pre-ordering, right? I had Target, Best Buy, and Walmart all loaded. I live in Central Time, so I had it all loaded at 11. I refreshed Target right when it turned 11, and it said sold out. And I was pretty demoralized because I was getting me one, but I was also getting one for my brother for Christmas. For my mom. My mom's like, I can't stay up that late. Will you do it? And I said, sure. And it sold out within a second. Walmart said, we got you in a line, and Best Buy just straight up like crashed or something. Best Buy was the most useless last night. And I just sat here for 20 minutes refreshing it. Like I told my brother was waiting to see if I got it. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to go to bed. And I was like, all right, man. And eventually I refreshed it and Target let me add it to my cart. And I was able to get one. And Jessica had Target loaded on her phone. So Target really came through for us. Jessica was able to get ours and I was able to get my brother's, but it was not for the faint of heart. I saw a lot of people just give up. What's funny is I woke up at 4 in the morning, which would have been 5 Eastern, loaded the Walmart app, and Walmart apparently had them. So that's kind of funny. It makes it where I really don't know what's going on. A lot of people freaked out, gave Nintendo a lot of crap, which I don't even know if you give Nintendo crap for this or if you give the retail chains crap for this. I don't know. Just online infrastructure is just never ready for events like the Switch 2 pre-release, you know. But they were all crashing, having the worst time ever. But if you were patient, if you could stay up late, you probably got one. I'm assuming everybody who wanted one probably got one. Of course, the worst part is that this happened on, what, a Wednesday night? So if you had work early in the morning and you weren't getting it in that first 30 minutes, you really got to start weighing the options. Like, maybe I'll just go to bed. So this is where I'm going to turn it over to you guys and ask, are you getting one now? Did you sit through the pre-release panic? Are you trying to go to GameStop or one of your local retail chains and trying to get one in person? Let me know, because, like, you know, I like Pete Doerr's videos and he always talks about camping out for console releases, and I saw some people say they got to their GameStop at like 3 in the morning to post up, and that's kind of crazy that people are still doing that in the digital age. I respect that. Not something I'm really interested in doing now at this point in my life, but it's really sick that people are still keeping that alive. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. Are you buying a Switch 2? Are you waiting? Like, my buddy's getting one, but he said he's gonna wait a year or so. What was your pre-release story? Just let me know, guys. I'd love to hear from you guys. Those of you who were able to pre-order it, what was your pre-ordering story? So thank you guys for watching. I'll have more videos out soon. We're just moving and packing. The house is a wreck, so it's not easy to get to my computer to record and edit. But when we get set up, I've got like 2 or 3 videos in the chamber. So be sure to subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.